we're going to be replacing the transmission mount on this 2014 Ford Focus. This transmission mount is the same mount for this car, Ford Focus sedan, from 2012 to 2018. The transmission mount, it will be under the air filter box and under the battery assembly. So we're going to need to remove all of these parts to get to the transmission mount. So first, we're going to remove the air filter box. There's a connector here. We'll need to disconnect it. Disconnect your connector and your air hose there. We're gonna use an 8 millimeter socket to remove the cover for this air filter. So there is 4 bolts for this air filter cover. So we're gonna put it here. And now that we're here, we can check how the air filter is. I just got this car, so we're replacing some stuff. Need to replace the air filter as well. Now to remove the air filter box, we're gonna need to remove the hose clamp from there. We need to remove this air hose from here, remove the clamp, and disconnect your connector. Remove all of this, and doing like a kind of belt holding those 2 pieces together. And there will be a retainer down here. You need to pull hard to take it out of there. There is another one here, and there is another one in the back right there. So you basically just need to pull it out from there, and you need to pull it real hard, and it's gonna come off. But make sure you disconnect all your hoses from here. When you pulling this out, you don't want to damage any of this. Okay, in order to start removing the battery box, we're gonna need to remove there is a 12mm cable that goes there. This one we need to remove that one, and then this will be a 10mm cable, 10mm where is it? With that one right there, they look like ground cables attached to this panel. And then remove all of this with this tool. Just put it right there, and then prime it, and it's gonna pop out from all these places. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And after that, you can slide this whole piece up. There's more cables attached to this piece down here, but just be careful, pull it out, and there's gonna be a little lug in here in the side. There's gonna be a little lug right here, so you just have to when when you're pulling this thing up, use primer right here, and it's gonna break free this little lock. It has one each side. After you do that, just pull it out of there. Now in my case, I think I have a couple 10mm bolts, but they look really bad. I don't know, I think I'm gonna use a drill or something to take out those bolts and replace them with the new ones, because those are really rusty. I'm gonna see if I'm able to remove those two bolts, and this whole box is gonna come off. And under there is our transmission mount. Okay, now that we're here with this battery box, there was 310, either 9 or 10mm bolts. They were too they had a lot of rust, so I was there. They were very corroded, so I wasn't able to remove them with a socket. So I have to drill with my drill around the bolt, so I can make this one loose. Now I just want to say, if you want to do that in your case, if those bolts are really bad, be careful. Now this one and this one, it's okay, but that one, the one in the back, there is the brake lines in the back and some wires connected to the frame, so be careful. You don't want to damage something else. You can see how I was used with the drill around the plastic box to remove this. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna sit my when I'm placing this back, I'm just gonna sit my battery box here. I'm gonna drill some new holes, and this side is good to drill. It's empty in the bottom, there's nothing in the back. This side and this side, I'm gonna drill 2 holes and put new bolts there, and that's gonna be enough to hold the battery box for the battery. That's all it needs. Now, to remove this bracket, the bracket that is holding the battery, there is 2 hex nuts here. There will be, I think it's 15mm socket. Yes, and then there is 2 more in the back. Remove those. We're not remove this bracket, and down here is going to be our transmission mount. So let's remove that. You want to look under the car for a place where you can place a 2x4 and the jack under the transmission right there. You want to make sure you got a good support, and then again, we're gonna be removing the transmission mount support, transmission mount, so you don't want your engine or your transmission moving too much from its place. Okay, now that we got a support under our transmission, the 4 hex nuts that we removed previously to remove the bracket holding the battery are the same ones holding the motor mount. So we're going to remove this 18mm bolt. This is the one all the way to the transmission. So we're going to replace that. We want to remove that one. Remember, put a support under the transmission. We also have these 2 8mm bolts that we need to remove from this. And we're going to install it in the new bracket. We have it right here, so we're going to install it in the new bracket. here is the bracket. Okay, we want to install the new one. Okay, I just want to let you know that it's kind of hard to put it back because when you remove this bolt, the transmission is kind of move a little bit. So if there is someone else with you, that'll be good to help you out. But there is a place, it's part of the bracket of the transmission. You can put a bar or something and make pressure. You want to see the bolt align the bracket where the bolt, if you're gonna place the bolt, you wanna see it straight. You don't wanna, this bolt should go in easy. You don't wanna, force it or anything, because if you damage that bracket, you're gonna need to replace the bracket under there. So just make pressure on the transmission, moving it. Depends where if it moves back or it moves to the front. Just align it, and then the ratchet. Install the bolt. This is the important one because that's the one holding the transmission. Once the transmission is in here, these hex nuts, well, you can install it later. These are easy to install after. But make sure you do that one right. Okay, make some pressure with the bar, the transmission, and that should be good. Okay, that's how you install it. Then just install everything back. Remember where your wires go, attach, and that's it. That's how you install a transmission mount on this 2014 Ford Focus. Again, it's the same process from the 2012 to 2018 Ford Focus. It's the same process on a sedan to install this transmission mount.